We have some news coming from Ivory Coast, and let me tell you, it is not good news. The coup attempt in Ivory Coast did not succeed. But what we actually know is the military chief of staff was unalived after visiting the president's younger brother, who is the CDF, the Chief Defense Forces Minister. And the president of Ivory Coast has appointed his younger brother as the head of the military. Now, the person who died is the chief of staff in the military, and he was unalived immediately after visiting Alassane Ouattara's brother. Now, it is alleged that when there was that attempt, the president fled and hid for a very long time until everything settled. So there is a video showing him today chairing a cabinet seat. Many Africans were hoping that this has happened, but unfortunately it did not succeed. But there is always a next time, because this man has been a threat to Ibrahim Traore, and many of the terrorist plans have been made in Abidjan, the capital of Ivory Coast.
Latest updates on Ivory Coast coup. As you all know, there was a coup which was going on in Ivory Coast for a few days now. It started on the 19th, and unfortunately a lot of people lost their lives. This includes the chief staff of Ivorian Defense Force. Unfortunately, the coup was not successful, but they should not give up. They should just try next time. So today the president is having a meeting with his cabinet to discuss what happened the last few days about the coup and what they should do about all that. As you can see, the president is still alive, so he went in hiding to protect his own life, because he was sure if anyone caught him, he will be unalived. The chief staff of Ivorian Defense was unalived when he was going to meet up with the Minister of Defense in the capital city. So unfortunate, a lot of people lost their lives and a lot of damages were done. A lot of buildings, they were burned off. Ivorian people, they were so frustrated. They were not happy with this president. They wanted him gone. But unfortunately, the coup was not successful, and they should just try next time. Ivorian people should not give up. That was a message to the Ivorian president, and I hope he's going to change.
So the coup rumors have been debunked. I mean, throughout yesterday or 2 days ago, 21st of May, 22nd, today, there have been rumors coming from Ivory Coast that there is a coup. The military has carried out a coup, and President Ouattara has been overthrown. But it has been debunked, as Cote Divoire's president chaired cabinet meeting yesterday. President Alassane Ouatarra of Cote d'Ivoire on Wednesday presided over a council of ministers meeting at the presidential palace in Abidjan, the Ivorian capital. The Ivorian presidency confirmed Ouattara's attendance in a statement it issued, including pictures showing the president and cabinet members at the meeting. False rumors of a military coup spread rapidly across social media 2 days ago. Across many social media platforms in Ivory Coast. On TikTok, you could see it. Videos, and some are even sharing old videos, not recent videos, saying that the military has taken over, just like in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and many other West African countries. In fact, an ex-user claimed that Ouattara may have been killed after military forces allegedly took over on Tuesday. Internet access in the country has been disrupted, the user also wrote. But these are all lies. There is no proof to some of these claims and to these videos making the rounds on social media. Multiple accounts spread this allegation. I've watched so many, and there is no element of truth in all these videos. Some are even old videos. They are spreading on TikTok, Facebook, mainstream media platform. In fact, close to 10,000 users are discussing the alleged coup in Ivory Coast. The rumors claim that Alassane Ouattara, the chief of army staff, has also, died. He has been unalived. But the cable spoke to journalists in the French-speaking West African country to confirm the development. They debunked the rumor or the reports or whatever that there is no coup in Ivory Coast. But I understand that the coup was successfully carried out in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, but for Ivory Coast is not yet confirmed. And the funny thing is, this coup have been successfully carried out in French-speaking countries, West African countries in West Africa that were colonized by France, or by the French people, or by the French government. So you hearing about that in Ivory Coast, you will not be that much surprised. But to truth is, the bottom line is, the attempted coup, I don't even know if there was any attempt for a coup in Ivory Coast, because there's a lot on social media these days. The attempted coup, what I can say, in Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire is a social media coup, because there's no proof whatsoever that there is such that happened. There's no coup in Cote d'Ivoire. The country is stable. Christelle Kwame, an Ivorian journalist living in Abidjan, said Kwame is also a member of the Executive Council of the National Union of Journalists of Cote d'Ivoire and a member of the Organization of Investigative Journalists in Cote d'Ivoire. She said there is no coup in Ivory Coast. In fact, she lives in Abidjan. And you should know that whenever a coup is carried out, the military who is organizing the coup or who is championing the coup will go to the main capital to capture the seat of power. So Abidjan is the capital of Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. So that's where their main target should be. But then there is peace, there is calmness in the place. So it's fake news. People do what they want with the internet. But today, 22nd of May 2025, I can tell you categorically there is no coup in Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. Is social media coup.
Ouais, ouais. Le bureau d'Alassane.